Welcome to Chris and Walt's Top 10 Cover Countdown, where we count down the top 10 covers to something. I am Walt.
And I'm Chris.
And Chris, this is a great time to remind everybody that this video is brought to you by Ice Collectibles. Please visit icecollectibles.com. It's Canada's best place to sell your collectibles. We have provided the link below. And now let's jump right into it, Chris.
Jump right into it. All right, here we go. So today we are doing the top 10 good girl art covers of the golden age, or around there. So, if you want to call it the atomic age, golden age, around there. Just
sure, pre-silver.
Pre-silver. Here we go.
Now that is a huge thing to tackle.
Well, it really is, but you know what? We loved tackling it. We went through what we think are the top 10. But our viewers may think differently, but we're going to ask them to comment on the show and provide us what they think is going to be the best cover in their opinion, and we're going to get going.
Yeah, tell us where we got it right. Tell us where we got it wrong.
All right. Now, parameters. This is just golden age, not silver age, and certainly not modern.
Right.
Okay. Here we go. Number 10.
Number 10.
We have Startling Comics by the great Graham Ingalls.
That is a funky cover. That's kind of, what's that, like a airbrush or?
Yeah, airbrush. I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that cover. A fantastic cover. It's got it all, Chris. It's got the damsel in distress in the foreground.
Yeah.
And it's got the skeleton thing.
The big mean evil creature in the background.
And our boy trying to help the situation out by saving the girl. And great cover, great composition, just a great overall aesthetic and feel to this cover. Fantastic cover.
Now, there's going to be a bit of a theme to some of these covers. Sometimes with the good girl art, you're going to see often the damsel in distress.
Yeah, often the damsel in distress, and often the articles of clothing
get skimpier and skimpier.
Tattered.
Yeah, tattered. Right? That's a great word for it. All right, so that was Startling Comics number 46 by Graham Ingalls. Number 9. Torchy, number 5 by Bill Ward.
An absolute classic. This kind of also fits in. It's good girl art, but it's also an innuendo cover.
Yep, this is a great one.
The phallic innuendo of the guy's sword.
That's right.
What do you call that thing? Stub?
Hey, I don't know what you call it. I don't call mine stub.
Handle.
The handle of the sword. Yeah.
And just great. This is an absolute classic, by the way, in the collecting community for decades.
Oh, yeah.
It's always been a staple of the good girl art community. Yeah. And the mighty Bill Ward is front and center when it comes to drawing good girl art.
Absolutely. Tough one to get. All right. Number 8. Planet Comics number 57 by Joe Doolin. Now, I love these Planet comic covers, and often you have the girl in the same sort of position, but this one also ends up in that innuendo section as well that you're talking about,
right?
Because you have the girl running away from the villains in the background there, but then you also have what looks like multiple phallic symbols popping up in the background.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do love about the Planet Comics, though, Chris, is it's great good girl art, fantastic aesthetic to it. But the girls are empowered here. She's fighting the fight.
Right, absolutely.
She's not depending on some schmo to come save her.
She is not a damsel in distress.
No, she's in control of the situation.
Absolutely.
Fantastic cover. Love it.
Love it. Okay. Number 7, Wings Comics number 90 by Bob Lubbers.
Okay, this is another absolute classic in terms of the good girl art genre that definitely falls into the damsel in distress section of the thing, but wow, just look at that cover.
This is getting a little on the eerie side, like a creepy side. She's tied to an airplane, right? It's about to take off, so it's pretty scary. And I don't see any heroes.
Well, there's some boys up there fighting, shooting at the.
That's true. You're right. Yeah.
But it's also a gateway cover, Chris, in the sense that it's like, okay, all right. How the heck did she get out of this?
Exactly.
Right?
What's going to happen here?
So you got to open that cover. Fantastic cover. Another iconic, classic good girl art cover.
Absolutely. Okay, number 6. Airboy Comics, number 4 by Arthur Petty.
The theme about airplanes.
Must have been a big thing back in the day.
My goodness.
This is great. This is maniacal, right?
It is.
Because we've got the hero who thinks he's trying to prove something to these schmucks
These
here on the side.
hoods.
Yeah,
No.
blindfolded, but he doesn't realize what he's doing.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
gosh.
Again, how does he get out of it? Let's open that comic and check out what went on. But just how can I say this politely? This cover sells for all the wrong reasons, right?
That's
I
probably the
mean,
best way
good
to say it.
Lord. I
Yeah,
mean, come on.
yeah.
Who doesn't want one?
On that note, number 5, Archie, number 50 by the great Bob Montana. Now, this is a classic Archie cover. I would say it's a little overpriced, but for those of you that want to collect it,
Yeah.
I've always wanted to get this cover. I do collect Archie. However, I think it's a great cover, but I think it's overpriced for what you get.
Chris, in our exploration of these covers and this whole project that we're doing, we're talking about value and value driving, and it's funny that this one, I would say, out of the ones that we did, this one is a late entry into the must-haves.
I would agree with
I
that.
don't remember 15, 20 years ago this having the prominence that it
No,
has now,
no,
which gives us hope to discover other ones that
absolutely.
can perhaps one day usurp some of the ones that we've picked already
That's right. Yep.
into the top 10. But yeah, of course, it's all driven by Archie's eyes
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
his eyes going to her breasts.
Yeah.
It's a good girl art cover. It's a headlights cover. It's an innuendo cover. It's everything you want in an Archie cover.
Absolutely. It
Right.
really is. But for those of you that are collecting it, to me it's a little too pricey. But
Right.
it's a great investment.
Right. So send Chris a link and he'll make you an offer.
Yeah. All right, number 4, we're down to Will Eisner's Spirit, number 22.
You cannot get more classic than this, Chris. This is absolute iconic imagery from the great Will Eisner, one of the masters of the genre.
Yeah.
Just stunning visually, stunning in its simplicity.
Now, again, this is a great one because we've explored the damsel in distress. We've
Mhm.
explored, a little bit of the Archie with the sort of seduction kind of thing. But this has the femme fatale now.
Femme fatale.
Not just the hero, not just the heroine who's like defending herself, but the,
Right.
the femme fatale who's in
Right.
control of the
Now, this
situation.
isn't sexual innuendo. This isn't damsel defending yourself. This isn't the damsel in distress. This is a dame you best
Absolutely.
stay away from.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
the best part about it is, the guys can't,
Right.
right? And
Right.
that sets up the whole situation,
That's
right?
right. Yeah. No, love it. Love
And
it.
that's why she's got that little knife in the stocking there,
I
just
love it.
for because guys can't stay away.
Absolutely. That's right.
Fantastic cover.
Perfect. All right, let's keep on going here. Number 3, Brenda Starr, number 14 by Jack Kamen.
We referenced earlier. We're going to see some covers of torn
Corn.
outfits
Yeah. Yeah.
and in distress. This is the epitome of that, right?
Absolutely.
This
Yeah.
cover is the epitome of this girl's in trouble. She's
Yeah.
trying to get out of it.
She's trying to say SOS on.
SOS
Yeah.
on the radiator.
Yeah.
Hope somebody hears her in the basement or whatever. But an absolute classic cover. It's again one of the iconic good girl art covers of the golden age that has been collected for
Oh
decades
yeah.
as a must have
For sure.
and
For sure.
well worthy of this list. And if you agree with the spot on the list, let us know. And if not, again, let us know.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, here we're down to the nitty gritty. Number 2, Giant Comics Editions, number 12, again by Matt Baker.
Yes, the mighty Matt Baker. I think that's the first Matt
Oh,
Baker.
sorry, you're right. It is the
Yeah,
first one.
it's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
first Matt Baker. And a lot of guys will say, well, you should have 8 Matt Bakers on this top
Absolutely.
10 list,
Yeah.
right? Because he is the absolute master of the art form.
That's right.
So, but this is his classic kind of call girl cover.
Standing by the street post,
Oh my
lamp post,
God,
rather.
and so sought after, so desired, so coveted, and so valuable,
Oh
Chris,
yeah. Oh
right?
yeah.
So you get the cover content and material, plus you get the classic artist, and you just can't keep away. Everybody wants this.
Just reading the cover here, you can't help but love how it says things like "wild desires for romantic thrills threaten to ruin my reputation."
Jesus, nice.
All right. Here
All
we
right.
go. Drum roll number 1. Here we go. There it is. Phantom Lady number 17, again by Matt Baker.
Was there any doubt?
What a great cover this is. You know, I've owned a cover like this once many years ago, but it was touched up
Hmm.
as a little wet, as they say. So
Nice.
I didn't own it for very long.
Yeah. Now this is one of the probably of the genre the most iconic of the Good Girl art covers. It was used in all of those 1950s Senate subcommittee
Yeah,
hearings
yeah.
on the perversion of the youth through comic books, seduction of the innocent, and all the other ones as well. And it's Matt Baker. Its subtleness
Yeah,
is what is the killer part of it. It's just the again the beauty, the simplicity, the imagery. It is the I think, or you and I both agree that it's the Good Girl art cover to own.
it's amazing. Yeah, absolutely. It is the number one. And if you think otherwise, you let us know, and we will one day revisit all this and come up with maybe another top 10.
Sure will.
All right.
All right, Chris, it's a great time to let everybody know that, hey, to do all that technical stuff to help our videos, like hit the like button, the subscribe button, hit that bell for the notification button. All these things help our videos on the YouTube algorithm, and we would appreciate that. And Chris, now let's try to review the day again. Like, you know what my dream PC would be?
What's that?
Having all of these
Yeah, me
covers.
too. Yeah. You know what I love? I love the mix of the Good Girl art. I love that it's not just damsel in distress.
Mhm.
It's not just cheesecake stuff. It's a little bit of everything. I think it's a great mix, and I think we did well on this one.
And I think what was nice too is I don't think there was a double up on the artist except for Matt Baker.
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So which is fantastic. Just a nice, beautiful contributions from multiple artists of that era into this genre and into this kind of niche.
Yep.
And it is one of the most heavily collected niches in comic books. It's Good Girl art is always driven value, and like you and I alluded to before, especially with that Archie 50,
Yeah.
is 5 years from now, public taste, collector's taste, will there be another comic worthy or two or three
Yeah.
worthy to be in this list?
Absolutely. Yeah. Great call. All right.
All right. So again, we've got to remind everybody before we leave that this video is brought to you by Ice Collectibles. Visit icecollectibles.com. It is Canada's best place to sell your collectibles, and we've provided a link below. Okay, Chris, that wraps it up.
Have yourself a great day.
Great. We'll see you guys next time.